guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Happy birthday, Nan. Happy birthday, happy birthday. When this video is over or while it's on, I don't care. Go into the comments and wish Nan a happy birthday. And then go into Judge Fleischer's courtroom later and wish her another happy birthday. And then tomorrow, let's just wish her a happy birthday again. Happy birthday. Because she's so nice. She's always so nice. So I got nostalgic today. Um, so I used to watch all the normal judges all the time. As much as you guys do. I used to watch Simpson and Manning and everybody all the time, the Michigan judges. But there was one in particular that I liked a lot, and that was Judge Ronald Giles. And I liked Ronald Giles because he tore up attorneys bad constantly. So, I mean, he didn't allow people who wear t-shirts and jeans and stuff like that, even if they were on Zoom. He would yell at you know, inmates and defendants and witnesses, but attorneys he had a special soft spot for. They had to do their job on point perfectly every time. I remember this one hearing, he had the prosecutor practically in tears because the prosecutor was trying to get this document into evidence and he couldn't. He kept asking questions over and over again, and the judge's like, "Nope, that's not the rules of evidence. That's not how you do it." And he had to dismiss the case. He he tried for well over an hour and then dismissed the case. Maybe I'll try to find that because it was so good. So he didn't even know this prosecutor. I mean, this yeah, it was the prosecutor. He didn't even know at first that he was screwing up. Um, So they're going along, and something happened. I wish I could remember better. And the judge turns to the defendant, and he says, like, do you have any questions for this witness? Do you want to cross-examine this witness? And he looks he looks around and he's like, no, I don't. And the person he was defending was like, "Wait, what? What are you doing?" And he started making noise, and the lawyer was like, shut up, don't say anything." So Judge Giles was like nodding. He's like, "Yep, okay." And then the prosecutor was like, he knew at that second he did something really, really wrong. Um, and then he tried to fix it, try to fix it. Giles chewed him up, spit him out, case dismissed. So I did get a Judge Giles clip just because I missed him. We're gonna see him, you know, it's not bad. What he does today is not bad. It's just a taste of what I used to watch every day. So we're gonna see him. We're gonna see Magistrate. Oh, I can't believe I forgot her name. I know Jennifer Douglas is there, but I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot her name. You guys will know who she is. You guys might have even seen this clip because someone went crazy. At his initial hearing, we we do have a special appearance, and the person who appears is in a clip. All right, they're not actually coming on Zoom or anything, but they have no idea, and hopefully, I'm not crossing the line. I just want you to know, I found a public video on YouTube, and the person who posted this video, A, should not be surprised that I found the video, that B, I recorded the video, and C, that I'm playing it during my live stream. But they might be surprised. I don't think they're gonna be mad. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be mad. It's a public video. So they wouldn't be mad, right? No. We're we're gonna find out. Oh boy, it's right. We'll save that one though. I want to save that one because there's only 20 people in here right now, and that's not enough for this special video. It's just not enough. So, oh, and then we're gonna go to Judge Frank because I haven't seen him in a while either. All right, let's do this one. It's called Childish. This might be the magistrate. I think it is, and I think this attorney does a great job. And as soon as she comes on, you're going to you're close. You're close, Fozzie. You're so close. You're gonna know who this magistrate is, and then you can tell me. Oh, not muted. Sorry.
Jamerson Coates.
Mr. Coates, stand by for a moment.
Yes.
Sir, this magistrate is shut there. You're here on a criminal matter. Case number is 240-6020-501, sir. You have an attorney. Go ahead.
And that's why I don't know her name, because she just said it, and I don't even know what she's saying. H-O-N-A.
Counsel,
Theodore Roberts appearing on behalf of Mr. Coates. Your Honor, he's been advised of his rights. Will stand mute. We ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
thank you. Mr. Coates, is your full name Jamerson Gerard Jarlin Coates?
Jerline, yes. Coates, yes. How are you doing?
An entry plea of not guilty, court date November
CJ, it's sort of not you. Sort of.
12, 2024, probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, November 18, 2024. Both matters are in front of Judge Taylor. Mr. Coates, while this case is pending, you're not to have any contact with Darrell Gills. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. You're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. And let's see what else. You are not to go to the Galaxy Coney Island located on Grand River. Do you understand those bond conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Donald, this was from yesterday. They must have came later because I didn't go that far. I stopped. I moved on to something else.
All right, Counsel Douglas, go ahead, Esteban, please.
Your Honor, on Mr. Coates, the people are asking for a bond of $35,000 cash or surety with telling a curfew that would allow for work if Mr. Coates is working. Your Honor, we believe Mr. Coates is a danger to the public. Here we have a situation that's apparently caught on security video from the Coney Island, as well as a third-party witness who witnessed the assault. Your Honor, and here we have us.
It's Jennifer Douglas. That's the attorney.
Strangers involved. The complaining witness indicated that he does not know Mr. Coates. The third-party witness stated that Mr. Coates seemed to think that the complaining witness was talking about him, and then after accusing the complaining witness of talking about him, hit him in the face with a stick so hard that the man fell on his face, apparently face first onto the concrete. Your Honor, the officer who describes what's in the video and calls it a piece of lumber, actually. And Your Honor, the complaining witness was so injured he had to be taken to the hospital. He said that he was not able to move his arm. And we would note that Mr. Coates was actually just across the street waiting for a bus and tried to get on a bus to get away from the police when they spotted him. So Your Honor, given the extent of the injury to this complaining witness, that they had to be treated at the hospital, if this was an unprovoked attack, if these are strangers, that there's a third-party witness and this is on video, there seems a high likelihood of conviction, that there's clear and convincing evidence that there's danger to the public since people didn't know each other. And so, Your Honor, we are asking for that bond of $35,000 cash or surety with tether and a curfew.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I don't know of him.
Hold on, Mr. Coates. Hold on, Mr. Coates. This your lawyer talking. Can you just hold on 1 second? So I'm your lawyer for today. I need you to just understand some things before you say anything more. First of all, this is a court hearing. Second of all, this is all being recorded and streamed. So I'm just gonna caution
Yes.
you, everything that you say right now is being recorded. And not only is the magistrate here, and prosecutor's office is here as well. Now, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and encourage you not to say anything about these allegations because we're having you stand mute and a plea of not guilty has been entered on your behalf. If after the court makes a decision as it relates to bond, you feel like there's something that you really want the court to know, then certainly we can go back to that. But
Was that crystal clear? I felt that that was crystal clear to me anyway.
I just want to caution you that, Mr. Coates, okay?
Yes, I'm
All right.
fully aware. Thank you. too.
Thanks, Mr.
Yes,
Coates.
the thing
Okay.
is,
Wait a minute now.
Yes.
Remember, I just said I don't think you should say anything about those allegations. So I want to
this is
encourage you
something
not to
that-
do that.
This is something that the judge should know, though, honestly, because
But
he
this
knows
is
me.
just
I
the
know
arraignment,
him.
Mr. Coates. This is just the arraignment. We're having you stand mute, okay? The court
This
hasn't
guy
even
is
made.
following me around, though. This
Okay.
guy is following me around. He almost hit me in the car, and when I
Okay.
confronted him,
No, stop.
Okay, now I'm
Mr.
gonna
Coates,
stop you
stop,
there.
stop. Mr. Coates, stop. No more
I
talking,
wanna
please.
tell you-
You have, Mr. Coates,
Okay.
stop. Okay, you have the right to speak. Let your attorney speak. If at the end you want to say something, go ahead. But you should not say anything about the alleged facts of the case. Do you understand that, Mr. Coates?
Totally understood.
Okay, because that is something that you will talk to your attorney in private, not in the open. Because whatever you say, it can be used you later on. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I see.
I fixed it, Fozzie.
Okay, so go ahead and let your attorney talk. Go ahead,
Thank
Counsel
you.
Roberts.
Your Honor, we're gonna be asking for a personal bond. Mr. Coates indicates that he's a lifetime resident of the city of Detroit. Your Honor, at this time, he's not working. He's not able to post any money for bond. He has provided some information to the court that we just heard from Mr. Coates about this incident as alleged here. He also indicates he does not have any prior criminal convictions. So we would just ask that you consider a personal bond for him as long as there's no contact.
And Your Honor, if I could
Well,
just briefly,
Is it something new, Counsel Douglas?
it's based on what Mr. Coates said just a little while ago.
So let me get this straight, Jennifer. If Mr. Coates had his mouth shut, you wouldn't have any more to say right now, would you? But you do have more to say because of his mouth. Got it.
He's-
Followed.
Yes, Your Honor, that the complaining witness knows of him, even though he doesn't know the complaining witness. That gives us great concern because the complaining witness does say he does not know him. Even the third-party witness who doesn't know these people said that these two didn't appear to know each other and that the complaining witness seemed confused when Mr. Coates confronted him. So we do think there's a danger to the public here.
Thank you.
But obviously, Your Honor, there's two sides, right? So Mr.
Yeah,
Coates is
there
still
is.
entitled to his side.
Yes, everybody's entitled to their sides
Right.
because Counsel Douglas, Counsel Roberts, Echartea, we were not present, period.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
The defendant, witnesses were present, whatever they saw, that will be worked out by the trier of fact, whether it's a jury or it's a judge. Okay, but it will not be worked out today. Court
Right.
uses clear and convincing evidence standard when it's entertaining a monetary bond. This court is entertaining a monetary bond. The thing that gets the court is that allegedly, according to the defendant, Mr. Coates, is that while he doesn't know the complainant knows him, and yet the complainant, according to the investigative report, has no knowledge of Mr. Coates. And that's the thing is, okay, there's a danger, okay, to the public because it may be true or not about one person knowing of another. Court doesn't have that information.
Usually this magistrate is on point, okay? But through this hearing, like she doesn't finish sentences or something and it's sort of a little bit rambling. But I don't know what's going on with her, but she gets there in the end.
Other than he said, in terms, one says, I don't know the defendant. The other person says, yes, he's aware of me, but They're still a danger. The other thing is that allegedly, if somebody was following another person, nothing to say, nothing that I saw or heard to indicate that, okay, the response that Mr. Coates had, that even though somebody's following him, nothing to indicate that there was any physical contact or anything to indicate that would generate or give Mr. Coates reason to use a stick. The other thing is, whether it's a stick, Mr. Coates, stop. The other thing is that I see that there is at least a 30-year difference between the complainant and the defendant. The complainant being in the late 60s, Mr. Coates being in his mid 30s, and that the complainant had to go to the hospital, okay, because allegedly, however he was hit, he ended up hitting his face on the concrete, the ground, and he had to go and get medical attention. So this court is going to find that Mr. Coates, he is a danger. One, he's going to be placed on a GPS tether house arrest. I'm putting this on the documentation. The other thing is the court does find using clear and convincing evidence standard, Mr. Coates is a danger. The court is going to go with the recommendation. Counsel, it was $35,000 cash surety.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's sulking.
That's going to be the bond, $35,000 cash surety. Mr. Coates, do you hear me? Mr. Coates, I'm letting you know, even though the bond is $35,000 cash surety, you're also going to get a court date this Friday, okay, which is November 1st, 2024, 36th District Court, 9 o'clock. It's either going to be in front of Judge McConnell or Judge Williams, who's going to look at the bond amount and bond conditions. So this court is not the last word. Thank you, Mr. Coates. You can step aside.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
What a big baby. You mad, bro? Maybe if you tried smiling more. Hi, Sue. Okay, now we're going to go to Judge Giles. I don't want to wait any longer.
Oh, okay.
FYI, the box is still in the middle of the courtroom because this was a year ago. I just scrolled down and then just clicked the video and then took a piece from that. I didn't really search really hard. I just wanted to show Judge Giles a little bit. And the box always annoyed me because I see people walking by almost tripping over this box. And other people were saying that the box is holding the cords down so that people don't trip on the cords, but people still walk on the cords. And you could use tape. You could tape or you could run the cords correctly, but putting a box right in the middle of the floor is not an answer to the cord, if that is the cords. I don't think so. I think someone put a box in the middle of the room 3 years ago, and no one has ever just, that's not my job. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Calling case number 2357639, the people of the state of Michigan versus Mac Cato. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder, count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation, count 3, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, count 4, count 5, weapons felony firearm, count 6, weapons felony firearm, habitual offender, second notice. This matter is here on a motion hearing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Booker appearing on behalf of the people, P 86266.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Jonathan Cohen, P 86151, appearing by Zoom. Mr. Cato is in the Wayne County Jail, but I think for today's purposes, I'm willing to waive his appearance if the court is.
Okay, we'll waive his appearance for the purpose of today's hearing. All right. This is, that's to the discovery order.
Yes, Judge.
Go through them line by line, see which ones you have issue with.
Sure. There's a quite a copy that I can see. Right? I believe there were two main copies or two main issues that my office had.
There was this one where Vanessa Williams that this judge yelled at the most. Like, he was always getting in trouble. The judge was always yelling at him. I felt bad for him because I loved him.
Specifically, Your Honor, the people would object to line 4A and line 4D. Specifically for 4A, the names and addresses of, well, there, as far as I know, there's no expert witnesses. So that's one thing. But for the lay witnesses, Your Honor, I believe my colleague and supervisor, Lauren Arsesian, sending a protective order. We're going to turn over the victim's personal information like their address. The people would just request that a protective order was signed so that information cannot be shared with third parties or the defendant himself. Specifically for D, Your Honor, obviously with lien records, specifically for the defendant, I can't turn over lien records. The Michigan Supreme Court, people we Koja 658 Northwest 2nd 153 vacated the Court of Appeals opinion saying and citing the dissent, stating that that information is not to be turned over as by statute. Specifically, Your Honor, people will cite MCL 28.214 that says by statute, lien information may not be given to a private person for any purpose. Doing so is a criminal offense. So I'd be committing a felony myself if I turned over any lien information. Further, I don't have any lien information or the criminal records of the witness in this case. And under People v. Leo 188 Mich. App 417, the court stated that the prosecutor's office is not required to undertake discovery for the defense. So I don't have to go out and get that information from Mr. Cohen or his office. So those are the main objections that people have. We have no objection to turning over the unredacted discovery. We understand that there's recent court cases that say we are, the defense is permitted to ask for that and that we have a duty to turn it over. We would just ask that before we do, the court would sign the protective order to protect the witnesses, especially in a case that's assaultive in nature.
Thank you, Your Honor. My motion is based, I think, 100% on the Michigan rules of court, specifically Rule 6.201, that pertains to discovery, both subsection A and subsection B. This is a standard form request.
No, it's not a form. Scale provides standard forms. This is not a scale form. So there's nothing standard about asking for the name and addresses of all lay and expert witnesses.
I apologize, Your Honor. I did not mean to imply that it was standard in the sense that the Supreme Court had authorized it or that it is. It's certainly not on a scale form. I meant standard sort of for my purposes. This is the same motion that I submit in many cases, and it is based on the language in Rule 6.201, specifically subsection A1 says mandatory disclosure. A party upon request must provide, quote, the names and addresses of all lay and expert witnesses whom the party may call at trial. And so that's the basis for that request. With respect to the criminal records, both of my client as well as witnesses that may testify, again, that is found as mandatory disclosure under Rule 6.201, subsection 4.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Any criminal record the party may use, and subsection 5, a description or list of criminal convictions known to the prosecuting attorney of any witnesses whom the party may call at trial. So those are the bases for that request. With respect to the request for the protective order, it's my understanding of current case law that the people would need to provide specific reasons in this particular case why a protective order would be appropriate or necessary to protect the identities or to protect, to protect the safety of the witnesses in this case. So, Your Honor, I believe that there is a showing more than just saying this is an assaultive case. The case I would cite to is People v. Antaramian. That's A-N-T-A-R-A, M as in Nancy, M as in Mary, I-A-N as in Nancy. It's a very recent case that only has a Westlaw site, 2023 Westlaw 3397440 from May of 2023, which I believe indicates that there must be a showing above. Sorry.
Hold on. Are you saying that this case has already set a precedence by the Court of Appeals? Because if it doesn't, I don't have to listen to it at all.
Your
I don't
Honor,
care what any odd case says from any odd place. It doesn't matter. I only have to follow the ones that I'm required to follow.
at a bare minimum, Your Honor, I'm citing to it as persuasive authority.
To hear it, because it's not.
Again, Your Honor, my understanding of current case law is that something more than what every case involves, in other words, the general risks in any criminal case involving assaultive allegations, is required from the prosecutor prior to prior to it being appropriate for information to be redacted, or prior to a protective order to be issued. So if no such showing has been made, which I would argue there hasn't been, I would object to the issuance of a protective order.
All right, there you go.
Yes, Your Honors. Yeah, I won't belabor the point, but specifically as this case with the protective order, I mean, I'm reading the first page of the investigative report. Essentially, the shooting seems to have happened by in a car, so it wasn't at the victim's address or anything. So I would argue that in this case, a protective order would protect the witnesses' private information that the defendant may not already have. It's really just for the protection of the witness as we go through this process. I don't necessarily see why the address is relevant anyway, but I don't think a protective order is too much to ask for in this case in order to turn that solution.
All right. As to 4A and the name and addresses of all lay and extra witnesses, well, there are no extra witnesses in this case. As to the lay address, I'm going to deny that unless a protective order is presented that would limit the access of that information to any other person other than yourself, Mr. Cohen. As to deed, accurate copy of the criminal record, I'm just gonna deny it. I'm not gonna allow it on. You have other ways of receiving that information. The client knows his criminal record. He should be able to tell you. And as to the criminal record, any prosecution witness, you're only allowed to get certain information. And that is one specific question that you're allowed at exam or trial or during any kind of hearing, which is whether or not they have in the last 10 years, any criminal conviction dealing with theft or dishonesty. That's the only thing I'm gonna allow. So that's the court's rulings. Take it from there.
Thank you.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
But at this point, what I will do, I'm gonna cross those two out. I'm going to initial off on them, then I'm assigning a discovery order. So the rest of it is good. All right,
Thank you.
and you can present the order, protective order, and then that other information will be given to you.
Very good. And I believe we're already set for examination.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. There's nothing further from defense.
All right, thank you.
Nothing from the people. Your Honor.
All right, that'll conclude the hearing. Thank you very much.
So my daughter moved in with me about 60 days ago, and she had cats. All right, this cat right here has been hiding for 2 months. You can't get near her. She hides. And the reason that she hides and only hides is because she's a rescue, and the person who had her before declawed her. So we have a lot of cats in the house. They all have claws, and she has no possible way to defend herself against all the other cats. So this poor cat has been just hiding, and every day I try to get this cat to come to me, because I will be her claws. I would never let another cat come near her, and she hasn't. And this is the first time. All of a sudden, she just jumped up on my desk and she wants me to pet her. I- She has not come near me or anyone else. Just she only sneaks out to eat when she thinks no other cat is around, because she can't. She has no defense. And cats are mean. They just are. As she finally came out, I want to end my stream and take her upstairs and hide her. Joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. Now we're going to go to Judge Frank. And I'm sorry if the cat's annoying, but I can't make her go away because it's the first time she
In the
came out.
matter of People versus Willis on 246249.
Teresa Bridges on behalf of Mr. Robert Wills. We would waive a formal reading, plead not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel.
Her name is Fozzie.
I do have an updated address for Mr. Wills. It is 931 Emerson, and that's in Saginaw, Michigan, 48601. And can address bond when the court is ready.
How's he gonna drug test today?
I would have to defer to Mr. Wills on that.
I say it again,
How are you gonna test?
clean.
I'm
I
a test
drop clean.
queen.
Anytime you ask me to drop, I'm dropping clean.
What happened with the other two cases that you have this year,
Hi, Jen.
you know?
No, I really don't know, but I forgot to come to court, to be honest with you, because I didn't have an immediate address. And I'm just now getting my new address, 931 Emerson, as she gave you. I have a job.
Where you work?
I at the pub on Hamilton right up the street. I cook fry chicken and I wash dishes. I haven't been in trouble since 2017.
Oh, but you have
I
those court cases that are pending, right?
Hi, Lisi.
You were sentenced on 3/14/24 by me.
I did time on these, the same thing though. Back in March was the last time I was in here.
Wait, we have to get this straight, what he just said. He hasn't committed no crime since 2017. But this judge right here sentenced him in March for a crime. And he hasn't done no crime since he's been here, but he did time.
Sentenced you this year.
Huh?
Time served.
I know, I just forgot to come to court on the 10th. I'm not no troublemaker. I have changed a whole lot. I mean, a lot of people don't try. I just want to keep my job. I'm married now, and I'm not gonna run. I can drop clean. I mean, if you could put me on probation for 5 years. I'll drop every week if I have to.
I said hi.
Do that. So let's drug test you first. Let's get some information and see. If you drug test clean, then you won't have to worry. I'll probably just put you on day reporting so we can keep track of you. And
That's fine.
And maybe
That's fine.
maybe order your stuff online once you get a stable address. Don't go into the stores. All right, you're all set. Let's see how you drug test. Take it under eye. People versus Dolman, 423-6434, 343-1373, A and B. Appearances for the record.
Teresa Bridges on behalf of Ms. Dolman, who's present via Zoom.
Yeah, okay. Court runner, please not waiving the reading.
Yes, Your Honor. In the new tickets, we would waive a formal reading, plead not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and I can address the bench warrant when the court's ready.
So she's trying to be so professional. This attorney is trying to, everybody in the court, except for, them, are trying to be so professional. But this lawyer, this judge, he doesn't care. He just, yeah. I love
With
this
regard to
judge.
the B ticket, court will give suspend credit time. On the misdemeanors, court winner plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel, 2000 PR. Just show up to court, Ms. Dolman, and I'm sure these will be all resolved on your next court date, okay? You're all set. In the matter of Jeffries on 4269308.
Teresa Bridges on behalf of Ms. Jeffries. Your Honor, I do have an updated address for Ms. Jeffries. It is for,
No need for it.
okay.
I just need to know why she didn't respond to that letter.
Yeah, Ms. Jeffries indicated that she's been going through a hard time. She could not afford to pay anything at that time. She does, however, start at a nursing home job tonight in Bay City.
It wasn't the payment that we just wanted to know why she wasn't taking care of it. If there was something going on, then Judge Clark could have avoided issuing a bench warrant on a speeding ticket. That's all she's being held on. Credit time served, suspend the sentence, so she's done with that. Just make sure you keep your license, man. Good luck with everything. Good luck with work. All set. In the matter of People versus Majewski on 233-238, 233-078, and 226-038. Appearances for the record.
Teresa Bridges on behalf of Ms. Brittany Majewski, who's present via Zoom. Your Honor, in regards to the failure to appears, Ms. Majewski indicated that she had a PSI appointment scheduled with the probation department for the sentencing in Judge Hoffman's court. They had difficulty hearing each other over Zoom and we're going to reschedule to be in person, was Ms. Majewski's understanding. It does appear, however, that the PSI was report was created regardless and issued to the court, and sentencing proceeded on its typical schedule. Again, Ms. Majewski was anticipating that it would be rescheduled with a different PSI date scheduled to be in person. So in summation, Your Honor, there was just confusion, scheduling issues, and technology issues.
No, it's not. Your son stole everything and then he just took your birthday too. Damn kids. They never stop. You give them an inch and they take your birthday.
You're gonna drug test.
No drug cleaning.
I'll be clean.
Hey,
I got court going on. Go ahead.
I'll be clean.
Let me just so we're all clear on what Judge Hoffman said. Here for sentencing on 10/21. Violation of more PR bond, been non-compliant, drug test is instructed. 8 cooler food days. Well, on a good track record. He does have a hold. JL, if we could drug test Ms. Majewski. That's the line on that one, but we'll see. Let's go verify. Hold. People versus Turbin, 244872.
Teresa Bridges, on behalf of Ms. Turbin, who's present via Zoom, we would waive a formal reading, plead not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. Do have an updated address for Ms. Turbin at 207 East Thomas in Bay City, Michigan, 48706. And can address bond when the court is ready.
Go ahead.
Ms. Turbin indicated she's lived in Saginaw County for about 14 years. She is starting on Friday at a new job at Washington Lanes as a waitress. She does have 3 children and is currently in the process of working out a custody agreement for those 3 children. They do partially live with her, but they're not currently at her house. She was forthcoming about prior criminal history and the fact that she is currently being monitored by Bay County on probation. We would just ask the court to consider either a personal recognizance bond or a low 10% bond in this matter. Again, she is starting work. She's working on getting things figured out. She has a new living arrangement, and is motivated to get this case taken care of today, Your Honor.
How's she gonna drug test?
I would defer to Ms. Turbin.
How are you gonna drug test?
I've been going to Bay County Sheriff's Station.
How are you gonna drug test? That's all I want to know. You gonna be clean, dirty, what?
Clean.
So, Ms. Turbin, I'll drug test you. If I don't know what's in your system, you'll be held. If I know what's in your system, I can pass it on. Let me ask you again, how are you doing drug test?
I had a drug test yesterday and it showed up positive for 4 different things. But I didn't take any of those things, so I don't know what they were.
Showed up for what?
I don't understand.
Could you repeat what you were positive for on the drug test yesterday?
I'm sure I'll show up clean today, but I showed up dirty. Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah. I didn't take.
Your picture of the Secretary of State versus your booking photo within the last day or so certainly shows a tale of 2 people. I'm sure you're hoping that you're gonna be clean. The issue is, I asked you how you drug test and you said clean, then you said you're positive when you drug test yesterday.
Your Honor, I was moving out of my house, cleaning out the basement.
Your Honor, that was yesterday. I'm changed. I'm a changed girl. You can't blame me for something that happened yesterday. A lot of stuff has happened since then. And now I have a job on Monday.
I don't trust anything you say. I'm gonna have you drug tested. I'll take under advisement. And since you told me you would be clean, and if you're clean, I'll fashion a bond. However, you come back positive, I think we'll just hold you. Because I'm a little worried about your own safety at this point, and what harm you may cause. In addition, you're charged with operating while under the influence or intoxicated, third offense, which means you're also putting the people at risk. And you've had, I believe there's a couple within the last couple years. So I'm a little worried also about community safety. So, and you're not being truthful with me. So with that, have a seat. In the matter of People versus
You
Bullock,
can leave the booth.
24466.
Teresa Bridges on behalf of Mr. Brandon Bullock, who's present via Zoom. We would waive a formal reading, plead not guilty, and ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. I did confirm Mr. Bullock's address in Central Lake, Michigan as his best address and can address bond when the court is ready.
Yeah, let me just with regard to Ms. Turbin on 2448872, she has her pre-exam on 11/12 at 9 a.m. and her preliminary exam at 11/18 at 3:30. That will also be on the documents that the court will provide once I get a drug test. With regard to Mr. Bullock, the court went her a plea on 2444466. Court went her a plea of not guilty, Office of Assigned Counsel, as to, let me do the court dates before I forget those. Pre-exam 11/6 at 9:30, preliminary exam 11/20 at 9:30. That's back in this courtroom. As to bond.
Yes, Mr. Bullock is a lifelong resident of
Shut up,
Saginaw
Fuzzy.
County. He is currently unemployed, but he does have extensive family ties to the area. He was forthcoming about a criminal history and indicated that he does not have a criminal history. We would ask the court to consider a low 10% bond or personal recognizance bond in this matter.
And if you were drug tested today, how would he test?
How would you test your drug testing? Tell him, take all kinds of stuff from people.
That's not for me. Only GPS lockdown if he is able to make bond. The bond is established based on the nature of the charges, which is a reckless charge of driving causing serious impairment of a body function. Based on the bond recommendation by the people, this defendant is alleged was driving the wrong way on I-75 and got into an accident while under the influence. Based on that nature of the charges, based on the concern for public safety, bond is what I said would be at 50,000 cash surety with GPS lockdown. No alcohol, no firearms, no legal controlled substances. And see him on the pre-exam date. We can talk further then. With regard to People versus.
So Donald, I-75, is that a busy road? would that be a road where you don't want to drive down the wrong side of the road because you'll kill everybody? Yeah, he was driving down I-75 the wrong way. And he got in an accident. So y'all have a very busy road near you. Just put those numbers in instead of 75. Mine would be 283, 222, 30, any of those. Driving the wrong way? Yeah, $50,000 bond, sir. Donald's a great driver. I saw him in Houston. I don't know how he did it. I was internally freaking out. It was like a 5-lane road, I think. I don't know. And he had to get over. And it was bumper to bumper, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. And he got over. He didn't even think about it. Like he wasn't even stressed. He just got over. Aquanet, hello. I'm glad that wasn't me that had to get over. I would have just kept going in. I would have went the wrong way. I would have just kept in my lane. I would have turned left. I would have said, bye, guys. All right. Now, guys, without further ado, I've driven in Times Square before. I mean, New York is crazy because, like, there are no lines except for the box. And if there were lines, no one would give a crap about any lines. It's easy to drive in New York if you know how to drive in New York. It's very easy. your car takes up this much space and it's moving, and you are expecting, you have to make your presence known, and you have to drive, you can't be timid. If you're aggressive, you're fine. You just go point your car to where you want it to go and go there. If you have to get over, get over. Just get over. People will stop, don't worry. If you drive timid, you will cause accidents and they will eat you alive. You just got to take your box and go and be aggressive and get where you need to go. And then if everybody does that, it's fine. But when someone starts getting timid and asking permission to get over or something stupid like that, that's when things happen, because no New Yorker is going to let you over if you ask them to. Like, if you are trying to be nice and be like, hey, turn signal, they just won't. They just won't. But if you get over, they're like, "Ah, I can't do nothing about it. That car's in front of me now. I'm behind him now. That's the way it is." Do you? In Australia, you don't drive in the left in Australia, do you? Do you really? See, and that's another thing, Rebecca. In New York, no one would do that. No one would go real slow. If you go real slow in New York, they'll eat you up. I'm telling you, you have to drive like a New Yorker. All right. I did not know that. I don't know why I don't know why. Okay. Special appearance time, guys. So again, I found, hi Lana, I found a video that's public on somebody's page today. It's public. So I recorded it. 'Cause that's what I do. I find videos that no one has seen, and then I record them, and then I play them on my channel for everybody. So I don't know. This video came out 4 months ago, and I don't know how I missed it. How in the world did I miss it? I don't know. It just doesn't seem possible that I missed this video, and I did. And I only saw it today. Anyway, no one's going to get mad. I don't think anybody's going to get mad. We'll see. There are beautiful nails in this video, though.
Hello, everybody. I am Fozzie from Court Vibes channel, and I'm one of her mods. This is my daughter, Emily.
It is you, CJ. You'll see.
We just received a package from Carolyn, another one of the mods that's on Kathy's channel. She lives in Australia. She often talks about Tim Tams. I had no idea what they were, and I asked her, and she said that she was going to send me some, and it just got here, and I wanted to do an unboxing for all y'all and record it so that everybody can see. And there's 2 cats on the ping pong table that might show up soon. So here we go. The first thing is Tim Tam Deluxe, and I did look it up on Google because I really had no idea what they were, and they sound delicious. I can't wait to try them. Next thing is we have some Caramello Koala. Can't wait to try that. Love chocolate. It was very nice of her to send all this stuff. We got more Tim Tam the original. How many different flavors? Tim Tam double coat. Tim Tam Murray River salted caramel. It just sounds delicious. Can't wait to try them. And some more of the caramel koalas. Thank you so much, Carolyn. We can't wait to dive into them and try them. And thank you so much. Say thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely get something headed back your way soon. Hope you're staying safe and out of the storms that are over top of you now. Sorry, I'm watching this cat go crazy on, on these boxes. And but thanks again. And we appreciate it, and we'll definitely enjoy it all. Y'all take care. Say bye.
Bye.
So pretty. Cat, better get away from that beer, Cat.
You want to get anybody? She eating it?
Picking it up.
That was so cool. Was that not so cool? So I love unpacking videos. I love unboxing videos. That one was the best. Every one he pulled out, I wanted to eat more and more and more. I'm like, oh, I want one. I want that. Oh my gosh, I want that. Oh, I need that. And then the cat. I don't think the cat was eating it. I think like it sticks to moisture. So when the cat put his mouth on it or tried to bite it, it stuck. No, Fozzie, don't ruin it. I know, wasn't that so cute? Yes, it was. DJ, you're so nice. That was so nice of you. And that was a great, great, great unpacking video. I love them. Okay. You're right. Thank you, Raven. Wasn't that a good video? I watched that today for the first time and I'm like, what? How did I miss this video? All right, now we're going to go to Judge Fleischer today. I missed the whole docket, so I don't know what happened. I slept like the dead today. I got off the stream from yesterday, Kelly video, which I uploaded, and then no one could have waken me up today. I barely woke up for work, barely. My daughter was screaming, "Mom," because I have to drive her in too. Mom, we gotta go. We're gonna be late. We're not gonna be late if you quit. If we both quit. I'm still really upset about table 10.2 that I had the other day, and it's just ticking me up. Oh, but guys, you know what we did tonight? If you've never done this, please go find one near you. I had no idea how much fun it was. We played music bingo. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Oh, Jen. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had to sleep. Not often. I'm usually there. It's not like I never show up. I show up almost every single day. I mean, so I work at night, right? And then I do my stream. Okay. Well, I have to get all the content for my stream and then I do my stream. So the judge inconveniently is on during my only possible sleeping time. So if I stay the whole time in Judge Fleischer's courtroom, I get about maybe 2 hours of sleep if I can fall asleep exactly when the stream is over and wake up right before work. But there's no time to eat or play with my kitty cats. So, but I try to get there every day. I just slept today. So I don't know what's going to happen during this docket, but I love the striped tie. Stripe it, I said. I said stripe it. I'm sticking with it. Oh, music bingo. Wait, music bingo. Guys, it was so much fun. Have you guys ever played music bingo? So you get a bingo card, but it's full of songs. And you know, they play like this little clip. I play like this little clip of the song. When my daughter was there, she was doing it. And not strip bingo because what you get, I don't even know how that's going to work. Strip bingo. So if you get a number, if you get bingo, do you have to take something off? If you get a number, if you don't get a number, you have to take something off. How does strip bingo even work? So music bingo is when you get this playing card with all these songs on it, and it's the name of the song and the artist. And then the bingo caller, instead of saying I 25, I 25, they play this clip of this song. And you have to know the song and you have to know the artist and the name of the song to find it on your bingo card, because not every song is on everybody's bingo card. So it was just everybody was having such a good time. It was super fun. But the problem is we do regular bingo every Wednesday, and it's boring. It's very boring. You have to be real quiet. You can't even talk to each other, because if you talk, no one else is going to be able to hear the bingo caller. So, you know, we have a couple tables of regulars that come in religiously for bingo. They love it. They come in all the time for bingo. They hated the music bingo. And every single other person in the restaurant was having the best time. And we don't have enough regulars. So the Big Dog Craft Brewing, they're not doing bingo. Me and the other server are. We spend more on gifts than, little prizes than we earn in tips on Wednesday night, hoping that this bingo would catch on and more people would come. It's been over a year and more people have not come. So for over a year, we've been spending more tips on Wednesday than we earn on Wednesday. So our regulars did not like music bingo at all because they didn't know any of the songs. Well, everybody else loved it. So I think we might lose our regulars, but that's all right, because I think we're going to gain a big crowd for this music bingo. It was so much fun. Everybody was laughing and talking and drinking. Dragon Age. What is Dragon Age? I want to play that. What is it? I want to play that game. I want to play Dragon Age. Redneck bingo. Oh well. Okay. I'm done with bingo. I just wanted to tell you how much fun I had so that maybe you guys can go do it. I don't know if any of you did that debate game last night like I told you to, because if you did, you had a great night and you had so much fun. If you didn't, you have a chance to make up for it by going out. Leave your house tonight and go find a music bingo. You're going to have fun. All right, let's play with Judge Fleischer. Fozzie did send me a little clip of Judge Fleischer today that I'm really excited to see again and again and again. It was awesome.
All right, nerds, here we go. Ready to roll? All right, let's do it. All right, let's roll, nerds.
Bottom of session.
Let's roll, nerds.
Gemeyer? Vipin Gemeyer, come up. Morning, sir. How do I pronounce your last name? Is it
Gemeyer?
Gemeyer?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. I see that you're also charged with criminal mischief. On that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
On October 22nd, 2024, officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas, in reference to a terroristic threat. Officers made contact with the complainant, who stated her husband, the defendant, threatened to kill her and damaged her work personal laptops. The complainant stated that she and the defendant were separated, but wanted to give it another shot. The complainant and the defendant got into a verbal argument over where the defendant should put his belongings, and the complainant went into the bedroom to separate herself. The defendant stated he was going to kill her and do whatever it took to go back to Nepal. The complainant ran out of the bathroom to her motor vehicle and left the location. The complainant stated the defendant later sent her a picture with a hammer damaging the screens of her laptops. The total was $450.
Mr. Meyer, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your.
That is wicked cool. Did he go into the stream through Zoom, or was he just in chat? Because that is wicked cool. What other judge was on screen when Judge came in? Because Judge came into mine when a different judge was on screen, and I still feel guilt. Yeah, he was just in my chat too, Fozzie, and and it wasn't him on screen. I wonder if he's allowed to watch us watch him. I better press play.
Your bond, not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every person of Harris County. If that means putting you in custody and make your bond sky high, I'm going to do it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You had contact with this person, Morgan, anyone?
Yes, Judge. I spoke with her yesterday. She is also requesting no contact in this case. I believe they're living separately at the moment.
Okay.
There is a signed MOA in place as well, and I believe that address is correct.
There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. I suggest you get to know it, because if you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. You violate those conditions, I can hold you at no bond, zero bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any kind of evidence of alcohol or drug usage at all? And then in the prior assault, same complaining witness?
Same complainant in the assault.
Judge is starting off with a bang, guys.
No, Your Honor, there's no allegations of alcohol use.
So can you create conditions, no contact and no weapons?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons. When I mean no contact, I mean no contact of any kind. Phone calls, text messages, emails, Snapchat, social media, use of third parties to try to get a hold of this person. No means no. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then we'll have you wait for your lawyer.
Judge, I have previous magistrate conditions in place that include refrain from no contact, as well as a GPS monitoring device with an.
Go to bed. Get out of here. You're going to burn out. You're supposed to enjoy court videos. You're not supposed to work so hard. Go to sleep. Maiko, you're everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see Maiko.
Exclusion zone of that address, as well as no firearms. Would you like to keep those in place?
What do you think about GPS?
I also have surrender passport and remain within Harris County since he is a.
I'm down with the surrendering the passport. I don't know about the GPS monitor. I guess if you don't mind, reach out to the complaining witness. If we get any kind of evidence that he's acting a fool, let me know, and then we'll take more measures, you know? So definitely surrender passport, no GPS at this time unless we see that he starts acting up.
Judge, is that pretrial bond condition?
Yeah, so guys, don't worry. I'm gonna have
Okay. Yes, Judge.
Prado. Page 13.
So somebody who watched the Kelly trial that I just put out left me a super chat or a sticker. I don't know. Thank you very much. Now, YouTube is not showing me your name. However, Red, I think it's you. Jess. Red Jess. Red Jess. But I could be wrong. But I'm sticking with that until the real person, who might not be Red Jess, steps forward. Thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate it.
David Prado.
Apparently, guys, if you have problems sleeping at night, which Maiko, you don't because you're still awake. If you have problems sleeping at night, just watch one of my Kelly videos. Okay, in my defense, if you would have watched the first video with the lawyer who painted that story, that was elite. That was top notch. I thought the whole trial was going to be like that, and instead it's just annoying attorney after annoying attorney asking the same question over and over again. So, but we're committed now. We can't just say screw this and then, go move on to something else. We made it to day 12, which is a big effing deal. Made day 12. Well, that's the next one I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep going until the videos are done, and then I'm gonna start my next big project.
Mr. Prado, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On October 23rd, 2024, officers responded to a resident in Harris County, Texas, in reference to a family assault. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated she was assaulted by the defendant, her husband. The complainant stated the defendant was drinking all night, was sleeping, and the complainant woke him up. The complainant stated she told the defendant he needed to wake up to watch over their youngest child so she can get their other children ready for school. The complainant stated the defendant walked to the bedroom and the complainant heard a child crying for a while and went to check on the child, where she found the defendant sleeping. The complainant attempted to wake the defendant by grabbing his shoulder and moving him side to side, which caused the defendant to wake up, who became angry, stood up, and began shouting in the complainant's face. The defendant proceeded to grab the complainant's left arm and applied pressure, causing pain. The defendant then pushed the complainant away from him, causing her to hit her back on the dresser, causing pain. The defendant stated the complainant woke him up to take care of the youngest child. The complainant became upset because the child was crying, and the defendant admitted to getting close to the complainant's face, but denied assaulting the complainant.
All right, Mr. Prado, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or kind of illegal dope, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
What do we know about whether she wants to have contact with him or not?
It looks like the complaining witness is requesting that there's temporary no contact. I think that she wants him to undergo some kind of treatment before contact. So I think that would be
She doesn't want
appropriate.
contact with us.
I see divorce in his future. What do you think, guys? Go watch your kid so I can get your other kid ready, and you're gonna go to sleep. But I see it. I see divorce. I see divorce in his future.
Correct.
Okay. So understand that a protective order has been issued in this case, and at this point, we're ordering you not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. Time heals all wounds, so perhaps at a later time, we can amend this, but at this point, just don't have any contact with him.
She is asking if I can help with the children here and there.
So do you have a lawyer?
I am working on that.
Okay, let's do this. Before we get into, I don't want you to say anything now because, I've got a bunch of DAs here and everything that you say they can use it against you. Get a lawyer, we can try to amend conditions to that, because I understand that this is going to impact the kids and I don't want it to, because kids should always have their father as well, right? But I don't want to do it with everyone here without you having a lawyer present. So get a lawyer, come back as soon as you can, and then we can talk about trying to amend it to fix it the best way for everybody possible. Okay? So what I'm gonna have you do now is I'm gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you just take a seat while we get the bond condition. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go. Okay?
I think I would
For
be
sure.
fine with
Please.
that. I would be fine eating Vegemite.
This way, sir.
You see a problem with her? Take a look at the filed moment. Mr. Valdillo, you were charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
1 moment, Your Honor. Can I get a cause number for that?
It is 2535302.
On October 22nd, 2024, the officer was conducting surveillance at a car meet in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle doing donuts in the parking lot within close proximity of multiple other motor vehicles and pedestrians. The officer observed the motor vehicle's rear tires lose traction and begin spinning out of control. The motor vehicle's rear end whipped around wildly within approximately 10 to 15 feet of people spectating. A traffic stop was initiated. The defendant was detained and identified with ACES.
Mr. Valdillo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. What is your immigration status? Are you in this country with or without permission?
Without.
What happens if you go to jail?
Well, I will go to the, I will go because I did what I did.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Aquí con permiso o sin permiso en este país. Sin permiso. Without.
What happens if you go to jail?
¿Qué pasa si va a buscar la cárcel? I don't know.
Think.
Pienso.
You're not in this country with permission. So what happens to people who go to jail and they're not in this country with permission?
Permiso, dices a la cárcel, ¿qué pasaría?
No sé por lo que cometí esto, man. Por lo que cometí esto, man.
I don't know, but what I did, it was bad.
If you go to jail and you're not in this country with permission, immigration sweeps it on a daily basis. If they find you there, they will put an immigration detainer. You will sit in custody for about 6 to 9 months, waiting for immigration to do whatever they're going to do to you. And at that point, it's very possible they deport you to where your country of origin. Do you understand? This is your second case within the last 6 to 7 months. I'm ordering you not to drive and I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm now sending you for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your body. You're to go, take a test and come right back. And if I find that
I don't think that a burrito salesman would be that bad of a job. I don't think it would be that bad. I would do it.
you don't take the test, if you don't come back, I'm telling you now, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No more PR bonds. And if you're unlucky enough, the next time you go to jail, you're going to be there for almost a year. Do you understand? Before you leave right now, you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. If I find that you drive, I don't care what the reason is. You will be doing up to 6 months in jail because I can hold you in contempt. Do you understand?
Exactly. They're delicious.
Were you here with anyone today?
No.
No,
How old are you?
¿qué edad tienes tú?
24.
24,
How'd you get here?
llegaste aquí.
No, pues me trajo mi amigo.
Frankie made it
Burritos
right.
taste better.
Come sign this. We're sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back after the test, Mr. Badilio. No, it's gonna be. We'll have to do a deeper dive with him now.
That was the last one.
Okay, you ready, Mr. Payne? Come on up, sir. Yes. Thank you.
Here on
Kelly, that sucks.
Israel Barakina Pasquale.
Kelly, that really sucks, but you might have hotspot on your phone that you can hook up real quick if it happens again.
I get it.
Yes, Your Honor, it's a DWI. We've submitted a PTI packet, but Mr. Beadle wants to know about, there was an accident. It began in Montgomery County. Accident, both parties fled, and I think she's been trying to contact the complainant, but not
Do you
successful.
have kind of evidence that there's an accident?
So there was, an FSGI was never filed in Montgomery County, like they never filed charges. It's in our offense report that states that there was an accident in Montgomery County, and then I think a witness followed the defendant into Harris County where he was arrested for the DWI. So there's an accident report that was done that lists the names of the individual in the other car in Montgomery County, but no phone number. So we tried TLO, we tried emergency contacts. We are not
I'd
able
love a
to
good written office report, you know what I mean?
try to get in touch with them, but we haven't been able to thus far.
Do you want to send it to an investigator perhaps and see if that yields any results?
Judge, we can do that. I think we were interested in maybe getting a reset on this case just to try.
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, I don't want to just beat a dead horse. If you can't find the number, it's time to send it to the investigator. That way we can try to get this thing resolved within a reasonable amount of time. Okay, I mean, we'll do 30 days and then if you can just send it to the investigator, hopefully they can get more results, huh? Okay.
30 days, Your Honor.
Yeah, 30 days and then, just prepare him. He's gonna need a mitigation packet regardless. Did you do that already or?
Yes, sir, I've submitted it to everyone, Judge.
Do you want to do it to your ass today or do you want to wait? Wait, okay, not a problem. All right, I'll have you sign a reset. Good luck. Thanks for coming. Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Left.
I was here on Monday with Nicholas Poole. He has bonded out. We're here to get the bond conditions done.
Come on, Mr. Poole.
And
He's hired, right? This guy's not a defender. He's a hired attorney, right?
for the court's edification, I suggested on Monday that there was going to be more information to come to light, that this is not what it appeared to be. We have since found out that the case in Galveston and the assault bodily injury case are not in fact real cases.
What does that mean?
So there is no new, there is no.
Neither case exists.
Not muted
Okay.
again. Sorry.
And I anticipate that there will be more information that will come to light that will suggest that this is not what it appears to be. But for now, I just wanted to share that with you.
Regardless, he's got a lot of very serious charges and it's well, I mean, established that he just doesn't abide by bond conditions. So I think that now we need more rigorous conditions to ensure that he's not using, he's not out in the middle of the night, and he's not a danger to anyone or himself. Mr. Poole, the only reason your bonds are not at $60,000 are because of Ms. Aleppo. If I find that you start acting a fool, I'm gonna 10 times the amount, not maybe 100 times the amount. If I find that you violate any of these conditions, even the most smallest condition. He's homeschooled now, right? He's doing online schooling. Okay, you're not to go out.
That's the kid where his mom and dad were here, right? And the judge, the mom was like, crying into the father, and the father was talking the most. That's him, right? And the judge is like, you are a menace to society. 17? Is he 17?
I don't want you out. The only time that you're allowed to go out if there's a medical emergency or to meet with a lawyer. And I want proof before you go out to meet with your lawyer. Do you understand? If you go out, there's only one place you're going. You're not to be in possession of weapons. You're not to consume alcohol, not to consume illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. They're going to call you to come take a drug test. If you fail to come, if you fail to go take the drug test, into jail you go. I'm going to keep you extremely close to make sure that you're not violating any conditions. Do you guys want to, Dad, do you want to come up? Is that grandma? Is that grandma?
Yes.
Happy to have her.
Judge, you are lucky that you nailed that one because if she wasn't a grandmother and you called her a grandmother, Judge, you got lucky there. Don't do that.
Thank you for coming. I just want to ensure that there are no more issues. And I think that hopefully with him staying at home, there won't be any more issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting a monitor on his ankle to ensure that he's not consuming alcohol. He's going to have to get drug tested. So he's going to get called in to, and, you know, periodically we'll have to go to downtown to get tested. And then we'll just ensure that he's not using any kind of marijuana, any kind of illegal drugs. I'm going to test you 40 days from today. If you test positive for marijuana after 40 days, that tells me that you've continued to consume, and I don't care what it is, if it's an edible, if it's a gummy, CBD, you're to stop everything. If you test positive in 40 days for anything illegal, you know what's going to happen. Guys have any questions? I will pay for everything so that there's no issues about, you know, because typically this device that he's going to get costs around $400 a month, $500 a month. So I'll pay for it so that there's no issue. Just make sure that he's on the straight and narrow, and that's it. And then, you know, if you guys have any issues, just come back and talk to me. Okay, all right.
I learned a long time ago, even if you are 100% positive, even if she looks 9 months and 28 days pregnant, never, ever, ever, ever suggest to a woman that she is pregnant unless she says something, unless she tells you first. Never say things like, "Oh, when do you do?" Never. Don't ever do it. And also, if you're not 100% sure of their gender to begin with, especially in today's world, always use they. Always use they. It is a life lesson that you don't want to learn the hard way.
Thanks.
Like I did.
Laura. Hi.
I'm approaching Orlando Areola. Yes, I spoke with him this morning, and he informed me that he had a warrant for Comal County resisting arrest once this case finished. So they picked him up from jail, took him to Comal County. He was there and didn't finish Comal County until this warrant popped up. So he's never been out of jail. And I had Stephen look,
There was a hold from Comal County placed on May 10th. The hold was released. I did not see.
They never came to get him. They,
So,
you know, they're not going to come get him for a resisting arrest out of Comal County.
I don't know where Comal County.
So what happens is, like, when we get someone, like, I've got a guy who's got 4 charges. He's wanted out of, let's say, Corsicana.
Mhm.
Corsicana has 10 days to come get him here. If they don't come here within the 10 days to come
They
get him,
release him.
my feeling is that's what probably happened with Comal County. They wanted him for that resisting arrest in Comal County because they never got him. He was released, but that doesn't take care of the warrant. The warrant's still out there and will always be out there, and he'll continue every
It
single
doesn't
time.
show a hold anymore. It is gone. And I believe he is convicted on the motion that he was convicted of that resisting arrest. Well, whatever it was.
Alex, can you run an NCIC? please?
Yes, Your Honor. So what I see out of Comal County, I see the interference with the public duties charge, the resisting arrest charge, as well as an assault of a peace officer judge charge.
Oh, a 3rd-degree felony assault of a peace officer?
Second degree, Your Honor, yes.
2nd degree. Is it open?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. Ariola. This is one of those people that, one of our friends that we have here that continue to come back with cases over and over and over. And I told him every single time from now on, we will start doing DDRP until it takes, until the trespasses and all those things stop. Now, though, he's picked up these cases in Comal County.
No, that was horsefish, wasn't it? Wasn't it horsefish? Lives in Belgium, I think. Not, it wasn't Big Booty, was it? Maybe I was just tired. Maybe I don't know. Probably. I was just probably really tired.
Can we do this? Can we reset it for a couple days? Do you mind reaching out to Comal County, seeing what's going on? Are they really open cases? What do they want to do?
Maybe it was the wrong fish.
Because
Throw it back.
we can't do DDRP while he's got all these open charges. So I don't know.
I can check the district clerk, the clerk's website, Judge, and for Comal County and see if there's open cases right now that have been logged by the clerk. And then I can reach out to them today.
That's what I was gonna say. If you can reach out to the DAs and see, hey, you know, what's going on? We've got him here. Do you really want him? Is it something serious? I mean, maybe it's something that they just.
I'll let them know that we intend to put them in DDRP over here and maybe that'll.
There you go.
Okay.
A
So
lot of
Monday-
times that really helps.
That's fine. I'm gonna
Okay.
call them today.
Okay.
So.
And then, so just let them know how the plan here is, we will continue to do DDRP.
You said, so the exact offer from the court is what, a 2-year probation and then sending him.
No, he's on probation now. We went to trial.
This is a trial case.
We went to trial. He lost because he didn't want to accept the DDRP. And I said, we're not doing anything. And so we went to trial. He lost. I sentenced him to like a year with
180 days
DDRP.
probated for 20.
No, maybe he did take. We went to trial on someone else.
Yeah, I don't see an actual.
There's someone else with the exact same, we've got maybe like a handful of these, right?
It looks like he entered a guilty plea.
Okay, so
Your Honor, just clarify that he was released to Comal County. They came and picked him up on the 16th of May.
so he's gone.
He went, after we took the plea to put him on to do the probation, the hold came on the same day. They came and picked him up on the 16th and went to Comal County. Now, he's saying he never was released from Comal County. He got brought back here on this warrant, so he's never been out
got
in the
bench
free
warrant.
to do the probation.
He never, I guess, ended up doing anything over there. They just got bench warranted over here.
Mhm.
Okay, so now we know. So I guess, yeah, reach out to them, tell him what our intentions are. Let's see how serious they are. And if they're, you know, out for it, then I guess what we'll do is we'll allow him to bench warrant him back over there, take care of that stuff, and then we're just gonna keep our hold, and then we'll bench warrant him back when they're done. Yeah. Thanks, Lori.
Did I just miss it? Was I so worried about chat that I missed it? Guys, I have to rewind this for a second. I missed something
Yeah.
pretty important.
And you don't have to ask, just come up. Just come up.
2-year probation and then sending him.
No, he's on probation. There's someone else with the exact same, I guess, ended up doing anything over there. They just got bench warranted over here. Okay, so now we know. So I guess, yeah, reach out to them, tell him what our intentions are.
Hold on, I went
Let's
too
see how
far.
serious they are. And if they're,
They came and picked him up on the 16th of May.
Or
so he's
this or
gone.
after this?
He went, after we took the plea to put him on to do the probation, the whole. Waiting to see what, asking, he wants me to ask you to lower his bond if he could get his bond lower.
bring out Mr. Ariella, please. Let's talk to him. I was just, Lori, talking with Victoria that someone sent me an email, I can get new hair if I drink Amala juice. So I'm gonna take that and maybe we'll
I
give them a
sent him that
PR bond and
email.
we'll all be happy.
And there, right there, Lori's smiling and laughing, and we waited weeks for this, and we finally see Lori smiling and laughing, and the judge did it. Hi, Sammy, you hooking today? You busy hooking today, Sammy? Thank you for sending me that, Fozzie. I just was waiting for Lori to smile and laugh. I think she's had it rough. I don't know that, but
Whole came on the same day. They came and picked.
Thanks, Lori. Yeah. And you don't have to ask, just come up. Just come up. You don't have to, don't worry.
I know that you guys like trying to make it clear that I have the VRs.
Oh. Is she here?
oh, that sounds amazing. Yes.
Mhm. Please, yeah.
Sammy, are you in our Discord? It's the Discord, Court Vibes Discord that they talk about in the Fleischer's chat. Because if you are, we have a whole Show Us Your Crafts channel. And you can just show us all the stuff you're hooking for your event. Your event sounds fun. I love doing events.
Tamara Ely? Oh, okay. No, I just want to make sure that you're here. Thanks. Do we know that Mr. Elix is Mr. Elix coming today? Elix is coming today?
I saw him earlier.
You did? Okay. You're not allowed to talk to me.
If I had a nickel for every man that said that to me, I'd be rich. That's right. You're not allowed to talk to me. No, the men usually say that to me. You're not allowed to talk to me. The judge said. So one of my friends is a lawyer that expunges your record. I can't remember what he's called. He's got a YouTube channel. I showed it here once before. He expunges your record if you have things on your record that you want to get expunged. So I took him so I didn't actually talk to him. So he was there and his paralegal was there at the bar, right? So I stood, okay, paralegals one side, him. I stood
Hey.
over here
Big.
and I spoke over top of him to the paralegal because I didn't speak directly to him. He can't charge me any money because I did not speak to him. And I showed the paralegal my record. All right. So back in 20 something, I don't know. It was, I don't know how many years ago it was. My son was still in school, so it was at least 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. It could have been 19 years ago. I don't remember. I ran a red light, and I got a ticket for running a red light. And then a couple years ago, again, I don't know how many years ago. It doesn't matter. I don't remember. There's this great big York fair that we have. It's like a big festival fair that we have here, and it's very popular. My niece wanted to go, so she took my car, and she parked where she was not allowed to park. So I got a parking ticket for that because it was my car. And then remember that Sunday, I showed them my insurance on my phone, and she said she had to call the insurance company, but it was Sunday, so they weren't open. So they towed my car, and then I went into court, and the case was dismissed. Well, those 3 things are on my record. So I'm talking to this paralegal over this guy saying, how do I get these expunged from my record? How much would it cost if I wanted these to get expunged from my record? Well, apparently you can't get them expunged from your record because they're all with the DMV. So there's nothing I can do to get them expunged from the record. Well, I guess I might be able to go to the DMV, but you know how that is. I mean, we've all been to the DMV. They're not going to take it off my record. But the lawyer didn't tell me that. The lawyer told the paralegal that while I was right beside him. That way, I didn't have to pay a lawyer to answer my questions.
How do you feel about putting more BVRs on Friday? You okay with that? Yeah.
Oh, Fozzie, it might be right here. Lori's coming back up. We're probably going to see that same clip all over again, guys.
Good morning, Ms. Ariel. Good to see you. I'm sorry that we're seeing you under these circumstances, but you've picked up some serious charges in Como County. And the problem is that you never, ever once have appeared on your own. In the dozens and dozens of charges that you and I have had together, have never once on your own appeared. And you want me to give you a PR bond?
Judge,
Tell me.
I'm asking, give me an opportunity to present myself or report myself to the probations that you've acquired my person to be. I've been back and forth between Harris County and Comal County.
Is he drunk?
The last time you released me. I never gotten a chance. I just now came from Comal County back over here. I'm asking for give me the opportunity that I may be able to
report on his probation.
He's
Judge.
drunk.
Yeah.
And based off what I am looking, it appears that these Comal County cases happened prior to him being placed on probation. So they wouldn't necessarily be a violation of his probation.
Alex, what say you about the time?
He was placed on probation. It seems in May, if I'm correct. Is that correct?
May of 2024.
These Como County cases, they took place in July of 2024 and subsequently filed that same month. So July, so after his placement on probation.
Mr. Ariola,
I was in Comal, I was taken from here to Comal County. Okay, prior, when you gave me that, I was out, I was able to, I
I
was.
think I know what you're trying to say. He's saying he has never been out of jail to commit these cases in July.
He has a
But he
problem.
has
He has a
been.
mental problem.
You were
If
out,
I may,
you were in aftercare, and it was probably at that time when you picked up the new cases.
it's the same, if I may share with you, these cases are the same cases or the same circumstances, just as the trespass.
I know.
I'm,
And I know it keeps happening over and over and over. They try to pick you up, you don't like it, and it hits the fan. And then you end up picking 3 to 4 charges as every single time this happens.
I'm not a criminal, nor my intention is to do crime in the world. That is not my way of living. That is not my way. What I'm at this moment right now, what I'm seeking, what I'm asking is to get the opportunity to be able to report and to do as you asked for the probation.
Let me tell you one thing, okay? Hold on. Since 2021, you and I have been dancing. You've picked up an attempted possession of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, failure to ID, resisting arrest, failure to ID, failure to ID, failure to ID, evading arrest, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, possession of a controlled substance, failure to ID, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, criminal trespass, and another criminal trespass. On all of those, except the last 2, every single time you have done time served. And I told you on the last 2, before you picked it up and we let you go, I said, Mr. Ariola, if you pick up another case, we are done with catch and release. We will now do everything in our power to ensure that the trespasses and the failure to IDs and the thefts and the assault stop. And we would do that by
Judge Fozzie, he said he's not a criminal. You guys don't listen. That's the problem.
doing the dual diagnosis residential program. And I told you that we would continue to do it over and over and over until it stops. You know what's going to happen every time you wear orange in Harris County. That's it. I have given you PR bond after PR bond to the tune of probably 12 PR bonds. And every single time we've given you a PR bond, you never show up. No more catch and release. We now need to get to the root of the problem. That's what we're going to do. And even if we have to do DDRP 5 times.
Listen, let's be honest. If I was to represent myself and stick to the grounds of laws, of real laws, of what's contributing to what's to myself being, my well-being, my person, the person that you are treating in such a way at this very moment, it would be a different story and a different face for you, my friend. I'm only talking here.
Stop, that can be considered as a threat. I am just giving you fair warning.
I want to help you, Mr. Ariola. I want to end the cycle of you
Eden's
keep
gonna
coming
get
back to jail. Believe it or not, I want to help you. I want to end this. I want you to get a job. I want you to be a productive member. And I was hoping by having you go to the DDRP and in aftercare, that would happen. I don't know. I don't know what happened. You were doing great in DDRP and we got reports that you were doing great. When you got to aftercare, I don't know what happened though.
At this moment, the charges from Comal County, I'm on PR bond. They haven't even been, and I haven't even been indicted. At this moment, I'm asking that I'm given the opportunity to complete this program of yours. Let the service play as it plays. There's a whole different county, a whole different jurisdiction.
Let me give you a little roadmap, what I was thinking. I'm having our chief district attorney here reach out to Como County to let them know what we want to do here about DDRP in hopes that they, are on board with us.
They have nothing to do with y'all. There's a whole different,
I know.
jurisdiction, a whole different county.
I'm trying to let them know that we want to put you in a treatment place with us here in hopes that they're with us, and it may resolve the cases over there. See what I'm saying?
I'm on a PR bond over there at this moment. Why would they care what happens here? They don't care. They're just on for how dare? What idea is this from?
I can let Lori explain to you
I know
what we're trying to do.
I'm listening. I did hear it, but this.
So Ariel, if I give you a PR bond, you'll never come back.
I'm not asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give me the chance, the opportunity to report to the probation that you put me on. Give me the chance.
Yes, I want to do that.
Please.
Yes, I am in agreement with you. But first, Como County has to take care of itself. We can't do anything here until Como County's taken care of.
Como County sent me over here.
I know. We're gonna reach out to Como County to see what we can do.
They got me on PR bond over there so we can take care of the situation over here at this time. This is what I'm doing here now. They got no business into what Harris County does with me at this moment, with this case here. They have no business. They haven't even indicted me yet.
I'm gonna let Lori try to explain to you what we're trying to do.
But you're trying to, I know why would you even want? Listen, you're the judge here. You know what's going on. I'm on PR bond over there. They're not even looking at my cases at this very moment.
You want?
I'm asking, give me the opportunity to report to probation now. Give me the opportunity, because I haven't given the opportunity to report to probation.
When you say give me the opportunity, what does that mean? Let you out of jail?
Yeah, so I can report to this, and when Comal County, because I got a lawyer over there, they would alert me about going to, if they do pick it up, if they do pick it up, they would alert me to go to court. But till then, let me just proceed with the process here with the probation, please. That is what I'm asking. I'm begging for you, so I can get an opportunity, a chance to get out and work and be able to fight this from the free world. If anything, if they do pick up the cases, I'll be able to fight them, so I can stay relevant to the probation here and current with Harris County.
I know that you're not gonna like my answer, Ms. Ariel, but if I give you a PR bond, you're gonna ghost me like every time you've done before. I have history tells me, I have your bonds now, always at 2003, 7504, 5006, because you take off. You never, in 5 years, you've never not one time come back on your own.
Why would you give me a PR bond? Can you just not reinstate me to complete the probation? I haven't even.
Anything, we need to figure out what's going on with Como County. I'm gonna let Lori hopefully try to explain to you what we're trying to do with getting Como County on our side as well, so that hopefully we can resolve it all. And
I don't know if this is even, like, would you even really care to understand what Comal County, being in Comal County, what it has done to?
Let's do this. Look, I have a bunch of people that are waiting. I'll take more time with you toward the end of the day. I don't want to keep them waiting because they have busy lives as well. Let me talk to them. Let me thin out everybody here, and then I'll bring you back out and we can talk more, okay? But we've already spent, 20 minutes here now, and I've got a lot of people waiting. Let me thin them out. I'll bring you back out maybe like 45 minutes and we'll talk more, okay?
Sure.
I'll give you more time, I promise. Counsel, thanks for being patient. Okay. Yes. Come up.
Judge, you don't need Lori. You don't need to talk to him anymore. Now that he's back there, just send Victoria back. It'll take 3 minutes.
She's been asking for.
Mr. Crow, excuse me, Mr. Croce, you're charged with harboring a runaway child. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement.
That's a crime. Harboring a runaway child is a crime. Are you kidding me? So if a kid runs away from their home, you're not allowed to give them shelter, food, ice cream? That's a crime? That's crazy. That's a stupid crime. I mean, wow. Wow.
Agreement that they're offering you 1 year in Harris County Jail to be probated for 2 years. It's a straight probation, right? What that means is it will end up as a conviction on your record. You can never take it off. You can never change this. Do you understand? From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. As part of the agreement, you will do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill those conditions. Thinking for a change, no drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis. On the mental health caseload, you must do 10 hours of community service, $100 donation one time to Houston Area Women's Center, no harassing, threatening, or abusive contact with AW, and 30 days in Harris County Jail is the condition.
Yes, sir.
Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, that's it. Like I said, you're going on this probation. So the deal with this probation is that if you break this probation, if you don't fulfill it, if you pick up a new case, if you don't do your classes on time, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. The only thing we're going to talk about is if you violated it. If you did, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the officer? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Did I miss anything, Shatori?
Happy birthday, Steve.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Crozier?
man.
Right now I'm working construction. I've actually done a few jobs already. I've done sheetrock so far, pipe. Yesterday I just got done with a fencing job. I have another fencing job coming up and a roofing job. So but I
Are you
work
going
construction.
from like job to job? Do you have a steady like foreman or person that you work
Yes.
for?
Works for a construction company.
Okay, great. Okay, so what about the 30 days?
So that's what it came to. For the 30 days, we were asking, could he do October, since he's on 2 years, can he do October 25th, 2025?
Oh, no,
Because-
not that far out.
Well,
That's
okay.
like over a year. I mean, typically when we do as a condition, it's toward the front end, within the first like
So my
3-4 months.
thinking is, he is experiencing issues. I wanted to see if he could get that under control before he turned himself in, because originally the plan was that he was just gonna turn himself in last Monday and stay in until we resolved it. But around the third day, he started having panic attacks, and mom bonded him out because they were about to put him in a mental health home. I just wanted to give him some time to seek some kind of mental health.
Problem is that you're gonna have to do it at one point or the other. The longer you do it out, the worse it's gonna be. You just get it, do it, and you're done with it,
Say 6 months.
The other problem compounding this issue is the case is 700 days old. I mean, he absconded for how long,
About 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to reward you with a really long for taking off for all that time?
Michael, go to bed.
So I'll give you up to 4 months, but you need to nail down a date that you want to go in. And I'm going to tell you now, if you don't go in, you're looking at the full range of punishment, up to a year in jail. Do you understand? You pick up a new case, it's not going to go well. You violate conditions, you smoke weed, it's not going to go well for you. Don't. You know, what you do out there every day, you better think, if I do this, is there potential of going to jail? If it is, don't do it. If you're going to a party and there's a bunch of weed there, you better leave. You're on paper, man. For you to go to a party, that's not the right thing to do, because temptation is a bitch. And if it's there, you're going to want to partake, because if you're a person that likes to
So
party,
am I.
probation is not good for you. So you better think before you act, before you do, because you could be doing a lot more time in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll give you up to 4 months. Pick a date that he needs to go in, but we need to know the date now before we leave here today. You can reduce the fees. So I'll give you a reduction of fees to the minimum. I can't pay for outside classes, but I'll reduce it to the minimum. We'll give you credit for the time that you've done. So that'll also help with your fines and fees as well. Don't pick up a new case. Don't smoke weed.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, good luck.
Page 3, Canales. Have the interpreter.
Roberto, hey, good morning. Okay. You were called to take an alcohol and drug test and you failed to go. I'm going to tell you now that if you ever miss again, I will put you in jail. I'm going to revoke your bond and put you in custody. I don't care what your excuse is, but if you ever fail me again, you know what's going to happen. Forewarned is fair warned. I am now sending you for a drug and alcohol test, and I hope that you don't test positive for anything. But if you ever miss again, in straight to jail you will go. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
With.
I don't know if you do, but if you don't, and you go to jail and immigration puts a detainer on you, it's going to really turn your life upside down. So I would be very, very careful. You better show up next time. Okay, Mr. Opar. So we'll send him now. Hopefully he's clean. If so, we'll just do a normal reset. If it's dirty, then we'll call you and let you know. We'll have to deal with it. Okay. You can go. Okay, get a date with Victoria, just in case.
Want to know why he couldn't leave the bar? He was playing music bingo.
And then he'll have to come back, and then we'll reach out to you and let you know. Do me a favor, will you? Will you leave me your cell phone? Thanks. Do you have a pen here? Hey, you ready? Hey, good morning.
Last week, the state filed a motion for an in-camera review on a case that's on docket Friday for Brady material.
Okay.
Nothing's been released to me yet, so I was wondering.
What's the last name?
The last name is Rubin. Rubin.
That I don't have. I know that you gave me. I don't have it. Do you have it electronically, or how do you have it?
Judge, I couldn't come to court because I didn't want to drink and drive.
Yeah, I don't remember getting. No. We'll get it to you now. So before you leave today.
What's your client's name? Last name is Rubin, Rubin.
That's your cell phone, right?
His name is Chan.
I'll text you once we get in.
Just want to make sure before we come back on Friday when it's on docket, or whether we need to come back even. For sure.
This is the one Judge, this is the. This is it was a one page. We filed it and we filed it.
Do you have another copy? Perhaps just print it out and then we'll give it to him.
All right, guys.
Connor.
We did good. I know that Nan and Steve left, but I'm going to say again, happy birthday. Nan, I'm going to say it again in 2 more hours too. We're not going to let you forget 2 things today. We're not going to let you forget that it's your birthday. It's your special day. And we're definitely not going to let you forget that you dropped an F-bomb the other day. In front of everybody, and nobody even picked it up. They left it right there. Now I'm not saying happy birthday to Nan's son. He stole her birthday. Damn kids. You give him an inch. No. If he wants me to give him a happy birthday, he has to go and he has to get his own birthday. Not her birthday. Uh-oh, I missed something. Donald is in shock. Oh, the F-bomb. Yeah. I wasn't even there, but I was in shock when I heard about it. My jaw hit the floor. Yep. Shut up, Fuzzy. Yeah, my camera wasn't on. Oh man, remember the other night when I didn't have a camera at all? That was awesome. I missed that. I really missed that. I was able to eat. I was leaned back, no lights, dark in here, completely dark. And I could have worn my PJs if I wanted to, but I was already dressed. But I could have just worn my PJs. Or worse, like a ratty old beer shirt that's really comfortable, but it's ripped and it's stained and, you know, probably dirty on, one side. And it was really nice. It was really nice. Hey, Hedwig. Now I'm going to go upstairs and read Harry Potter again because of you, Hedwig. Yeah, you're just in time for the outro. You're a different cat. You need to go away. I want the other cat back. All right. I hope you guys all post pictures of your costumes tonight in Discord. I think, Jen, I saw yours. But if you put a costume on, even if you don't have a costume, go buy one today. And then put it in Discord so we can see. Put it in the Just for Vibers or Place videos here so Fozzie doesn't yell at me again. Remember he gave me a black eye the other day, remember? Do you remember my eye? That was Fozzie. Because I put a picture in general. I put a video in general. Don't put videos in general. Put them in the video channel. That's what it's there for. It's actually helpful to put videos in the video channel because they're so damn hard to find when they're in general. And you have to scroll up through 1,000 messages to find it. Bye, CJ. Mods, you did great. Members, all you green, you look so pretty green. Thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I shall see most of you, probably not Fozzie, but most of you in Judge Fleischer's courtroom. Bye, guys. Yes, Linus, you did great.
Got these lights that ghost digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps.
KS, you can do anything you want. Don't you worry.
giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Dream tales waiting to the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Her eyes near a sky so blue. In her jokes there's a truth so true. With each stream she brings the light, turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales waiting to the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted sharp. In a way, there's no alarm.
Bonjour.